Maybe it's really about Greece and not China. In the US, the market had its third straight week of decline, fueled by healthcare and biotech stocks. All major benchmarks actually finished down, led by the Russell 2000 and the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And horror of horrors, many stocks are near their August lows, led by plunging commodity prices and also by worries about Glencore, which lost about 14 billion of its market value in September, and actually brought me back to some ghosts of markets past, like Lehman and Bear Stearns. Oh yeah, and talking about ghosts, the specter of drug price regulations drove everybody batty, with Canadian company Valeant's stock price close to 20% down. Yep, Valeant Pharmaceuticals, which actually uses smoke and mirrors to bring fresh old drugs to your neighborhood pharmacy. The company reported over $8 billion in revenues last year, up 43% from 2013. What a fantastic achievement, right? Well, not so fast, people. You know, many pharmaceutical companies spend well into double digits on research for new drugs. Valeant actually has an insatiable appetite for new drugs and spends a whooping, 3% on research. How do they do it? Easy as pie. 1, you acquire other companies. 2, you fire most of their staff. And 3, move your operations to Canada for lower corporate tax rates. It's not to say that I don't agree with acquisitions. What I don't agree on is acquiring drugs which are essential for survival and then raising their prices by 200%, 500%. I don't like that. My grandson Albert likes to say that it's all about the money. And he's right. Back to the week that was, to me now it seems unlikely that the Fed will raise rates in December, unless, as Yellen said last week, the economy surprises us. Well, it did surprise us last week, as we saw much lower than expected non-farm payroll numbers and a downward revision in August. With no remarkable news expected this week, it's the beginning of corporate earnings week, and anything could happen. I think Alcoa begins reporting its earnings, I think, on Thursday. Who cares? And, you know, I think as US people, we have a pretty narcissistic view of the market. So it's interesting to note that European business and consumer confidence reached the highest level since 2011, led, of course, by none other than Germany. All industries except construction, I think, were higher. Why, even Greece showed a nice growth in consumer confidence, and that had everyone dancing in the aisles. Mind you, all this joy represents numbers that came before the whole Volkswagen debacle, but Angela Merkel was happy to dismiss that, telling us that it should have absolutely no effect on the German economy. Okay. In other news, many of our presidential candidates continue to play that shoot in the foot disease. From Bush's stuff happens, as speaking about the Oregon shooting, and suggestions of free stuff for minorities, to Fiorina's, that is a fact, insistence on what she saw supposedly on a Planned Parenthood supposed video, to Trump's proposal of tax cuts for everyone, including the rich and what he called the hedge fund guys, and Hillary stumbling as old Bernie continues to raise funds from the little people. And you know, last week I said I was not going to predict anything about the markets, and I'm not, but since you asked about stocks, I say, why not look at Greek banks and cannabis stocks in the United States? Yeah. And no, although I'm in Colorado, I'm not high on anything right now. But you know, amid all the market hullabaloo and all the political crap, there was another shooting. All of us feel that something must be done, and none of us know what to do about it. You know, the right reminds us that all the deaths don't even begin to compare with all the dead babies caused by legalized abortions, and they forget to mention the death penalty. And we all forget, as Rabbi Gelman so vividly told us on September 11th, 2001, that it is not about 3,000 deaths, but about one death occurring 3,000 times. For that mom or dad or brother or sister, grandmother or grandfather, what is relevant today is that their loved one died because as a country, we have no idea what to do about mass shootings, do we? But from dark to light is where I like to go. And in the news this week was a couple that was actually convicted and sentenced to prison for making love on a Florida beach. The quote of the week goes to the great-grandmother who actually filmed the whole thing on her cell phone. But it wasn't too clear, so when questioned about how she knew it was sex, she said, quote, "It was based on the movement," unquote. Go grandma. But the runner-up is Lori Little, a spokeswoman for Valeant, who said the company priced its treatments based on many factors. Not greed, though. She said the factors included clinical benefits and the value they bring to patients, physicians, payers, and society. All of those who can afford it, though, right? She said that the company also has robust patient assistance programs to help patients who face financial obstacles, unquote. This is Lily Nealon, Abroad with a View. Thanks for listening.